Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, I am starting off with my recording with a picture of a J&J farm, and the reason why is because the sound level of the animals and stuff around you it really breaks your concentration to be able to start recording. Although I love it, and that's kind of why I wanted to show this map. I have been doing some testing. There has been some updates to this map and stuff like that. To just give a little brief summary, a J&J farm is considered farms and forestry. Um, y'all hear me a lot focus on the realisticness of a map and how much a map is given life kind of makes a map. Somewhere, I mean, we go to these things to play a game in a simulator way, as a realistic as possible way. A lot of people are obsessed with the textures. I usually don't worry too much about that. Sizes and portions and tree layouts, where you put your cars and all that matters a lot to me. And what all has been given to the map means a lot to me. There's a lot of things that makes a map special to us. It could be our location or something like that. But I see so often that people reply to my videos and stuff about how it needs traffic or it needs people, and some people just turns that stuff off. They just want to experience the farming. There is all kinds of people in this game, and we all kind of play it the way we want. But as far as I've seen thus far, since January, this is the most alive map there is in this game thus far. If you've seen one, point it to me. It's not to try to lift a J&J farm and say that it's better than any other map. There's a lot of things that could be thrown at this map of maybe why it's not a great map. It's not going to appeal to people who's into big farming. It's not going to appeal to some other people that maybe wants a lot of farms. But if somebody wants a map that really feels like it's alive, you're going to like this map. And it's going to be coming out one day pretty soon. And we're going to take a little tour. I'll do a little alt tab and maybe edit out a little gap in between and stuff. But we're fixing to go over to it, and I'm going to show you around. I just wanted to be able to talk first. And I did want Johnny to be with me today, but he was having trouble getting Steam to load. I was going to let him shadow, and maybe we'll get that worked out later on, and he can take a little tour with us. He does have a YouTube page, and it's J&J Mods on it. He has a lot of great videos. It shows the stuff actually being tested, direction he's going, fixing problems. He shows it all. He hides nothing. And I did one video on this map already that was going over 50 splines. He's up to almost 100 now. That's how alive this map is. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. So let's get over to it. As you can hear a duck. We're nowhere near a pond, but it is a duck. I'm gonna put my headset on so I can make sure it don't get a little overwhelming with some of the sounds and stuff. I've been testing this map, that's about it. I do have all my mods loaded up. The duck sound will go away once you start that up. We can just escape out of that stuff, and we won't need that. So here comes like a C-130 here. There is some balloons over here. They will make their way across the map. So there is kind of a military thing back over on this side and going that way. This blimp will go across this map. I have seen it over here, I thought, once, and kind of coming this way another time. There is so much stuff here. I mean, so much. It's not even funny. There's another bird. He flies really close to all this. That's what I'm mainly going to be focusing on today. It's just kind of letting people look around and kind of see where he's at. Kind of like an insider access video. I would love to see that one bird because he flies really close to the buildings. I guess while we're waiting on him, we can always just drive around, walk around the yard. All his animal placements all has the triggers right here on the outside on this map. And he just got the gates open. So if you're having that child error, index error that doesn't allow gates to open and show animation, you might can reach out to him. He might can help you with that. I see a lot of people having that issue. Once again here as well, all your triggers are right here along the outside. It makes it nice because you can take these mods, you can put them up against fences. Here he's got them back to back, and it makes everything so convenient. I mean, you just drive down through here. It's awesome. I love that. All these gates I remember seeing in his video. Like I said, I go on his YouTube page a lot. I'm subscribed to it, and I like to watch his videos and stuff because it gives me kind of a heads up of what's going on. I think, yep, that one opens. Thought there was one more. Yeah, I think I just walked past this one. There you go. So you see, I mean, it's no trouble to get to any of this stuff at all. I don't see even though I got the animal extension on, I don't see it showing up here, but I mean, that's not a deal breaker. I mean, I really like this layout that he has going on right here. I don't know what it would take to get that to work on his, but he is a modder working all by himself. There is no all-star team here. It's just him. And to me, that's pretty all-star in itself because of what he does with splines and stuff. There's the bird up next to the house. I just seen him fly by. You see the blimp has moved. And there goes that squadron, kind of. I kind of joked the first time I seen it because it's a bunch of like fighter jets escorting two, not what would be like one Air Force One or something. So I kind of joked and said one was fake and one of them has a supreme alien being in it, and that it was Spock, and kind of picking fun at him. Lost my bird. There's the airliner jet. The balloon's on its way over this way a little bit. There it is. How cool is that? So I'm gonna get a little transportation. He sent me this, so it gets around pretty quick. Use it to kind of get around a little bit. You do have to watch traffic on this map. You can go inside the dealership if I remember right, he said. But kind of like, trust me, the traffic's really fast. And they're going everywhere. You can't get your mindset on, well, this is the way traffic runs, because a lot of the maps and stuff that we look at, they would just be going up and down the road, turn around at the end, you're done. And as I showed on this, you got 2 lanes on this side. There goes one on this lane. So there's 2 of them going that way. Plus there's one in there that turns left and goes up the road. So that's 3. Then you got 2 going this way. So that's 5. 1 turns up to the right. That's 6. And then when they turn around and come down, they come down 1 or 2 of the other lanes. So 1 turns to the right here, which is 7. And 1 turns to the left, which is 8. I may have to do a little editing right here. Like I said, there's people everywhere. This guy here, see, he's going to turn this way. I have never seen any accidents. I've never seen traffic errors. There's that airliner jet. I mean, it's everywhere. The traffic is everywhere on this map. You really need to pay attention, and people is everywhere. And you know how on some maps you could be farming stuff and the traffic literally will stop in the road when you're out here farming because they think you're kind of in the way. Guys sitting on a bench, I hadn't seen that before. So you see all these ships are moving. There's one that looks kind of like a riverboat passenger ship, kind of like a small cruise. The blimp is still coming this way. He's taking his time, but it's a blimp. And a hot air balloons. But I just mainly wanted to, I mean, you can see this map. It is, like I said, JnJ Farm is forestry and farming. And it's small farming. So it may not appeal to big farmers, but it really needs to be checked out. All this forestry around here and stuff. You got all this beachfront property over here in the shipyard. All this is just to give the map life. There's people walking everywhere. There's traffic going up and down these streets and coming around this street and coming all the way down to here, all the way up to this road up here. I mean, there's traffic and people everywhere on this map. It is amazing how alive this map is. That's the first time I've ever held anybody up. And you have to be ready to go. Unless you're just one of these that likes to turn off traffic, you better be watching, because they do move. They're in every lane. This map is used properly. People everywhere. They're not just like in some little short L. They are walking around and stuff over this whole map. And everybody knows me that I like to be a little bit realistic. Here's one thing I asked him about. And he's always doing like something special for somebody. And he has for me a couple of times. And I love him to death for it. I've got my own grain company. He made me a personal sign and stuff. Lizzie is his friend, and that, I think, is the one for the trees, the pink trees. He can correct me if I'm wrong. He generally will reply on the videos and stuff if I'm a little bit off. I did state that most of these trees was, here's the realistic part of me, generally get about 25 foot tall, and these was towering. There's 3 of them. And as soon as he said that was something special for a friend of his, I knew immediately that that tree is perfect. I don't care. I mean, this looks so realistic, it's not even funny. There's never one type of tree or bushes or rocks. Everything just seems placed perfectly with all kinds of tree life. I mean, look at it. It looks like we're in some kind of town. It's just crazy. So as soon as he said it was for a friend and everything, I was like, it's perfect, man. Don't worry about it. Because, I mean, to me, that comes first. Your family, your friends, your people who gives you a positive life that you can live with, either promoting your health or your happiness. You got a baseball field. You got this little park. I gotta come in here for sure. Right now there's just one, but that's why I'm saying it's gonna be over 100 splines, because there's another bird. I don't know where he is. I seen his shadow. He's here pretty close. I just ain't seen him. But right, here's your duck. Here's your fish. I said they was all bachelors. And he will swim this whole length of this thing. And that duck goes all over this pond. I mean, you can't even see this fish, see? So why put a fish in it on a spline? Because this map has life, and he wants it that way. He wants it to be as realistic as possible. He is literally going way over the top on this. Who's going to sit here and notice this kind of stuff? I definitely am, because I'm going to look for it. Is that cool or what? Picture this thing with a lot of fish in it. Hopefully he will add some more later on. They won't all stay bachelors. Here's the blimp coming. Oh, what else? There's another pond not too far from here. But I'll take you down some of these side streets. I like that old building there. Check my traffic before I go busting out in this thing. Luckily, this thing moves fast enough that I shouldn't have no problem with that. I mean, look at this town. This is just insane. And like I said, all these streets are being used. All of them. Like I said, there's nothing in here. There's no sales triggers. There's no farms. If you want to get you more and pretend you're doing more contracting jobs and stuff, you know, you can kind of goof around, play around, make this map a little realistic. Here's one of these big trees for a special friend. I mean, it's just everywhere. Let's go right over here. And when he started showing me those big 4-lane roads and all that, he's asking what I thought about it and stuff. I was like, well, yeah, you know, if you got plenty of community and stuff to support it, because it really wouldn't look right if it was, you know, in an unpopulated area. But it's populated, very populated. And that's just it. You don't need a lot. You don't really have to do a lot on this map. If you're into small farming or something like that, or you just want a map that just truly just takes you there, I think this is going to be an amazing map for that. Really wish Johnny could have been in this recording with me. I think that would have been cool. So he can kind of explain some of his stuff. I still got some questions about a forest that's on the other side and kind of how it looks before I go into it too much detail. But you don't see no floating trees. He found a few and it drove him nuts. Here's a lot of your sales points and stuff. Your lumber mill, your BGA, ports. I mean, it's just amazing. And every inch of it has traffic. It has people walking on this all over the place. This is a gas station here, but this one is not. This is where they make gas. So you can bring some crops here for them to buy your crops to make fuel out of. It's pretty cool. It's definitely something a little bit unique. And some places as well, he kind of likes having a lot of fun stuff. Like this one, political BS. So since, you know, politicians are always kind of spitting out a lot of, I'll just say bull. Some anyway. I guess this is how they get it. You sell them your manure and your liquid manure. So, I mean, you got some stuff that's just kind of poking and having fun and stuff like that. There is another pond over here. There's the blimp. It's come up even more. Like I said, it does come right over the top or really close to the farm. It's on a really big spline going around this map. And like I said, I've always been amazed by people who puts a helicopter. One of the Swiss maps has a helicopter and a helicopter rescue place. Beautiful touch. I love it. Mercury, I think, has a plane on it that kind of comes up when you first get on the map. And there's a few others. But, I mean, my startup to all my mod reviews and stuff, my video editing software was donated by this gentleman here, Johnny. My biggest donation ever. I'm just floored by it. It's such an act of kindness, and I love him to death for it. He, in my intro, you can actually see on Nakahita Island where he does a whole squadron of fighter jets doing a really low flyby as they come back up into the sky. Let's see if I can find that other pond. Maybe some of those balloons and stuff. See how close that blimp is getting? Checking for those other hot air balloons. Because, I mean, I have literally been sitting here playing and watching them go right down next to that water. I don't know how long that takes. I think that pond, yeah, it's kind of over this way. It's a very large pond. Like I said, I had no trouble with these fields whatsoever. He does put some trees up pretty close on some of these, so you do need to trim them out. But that's not an issue. Again, this one here so far has, I think, yeah, one, or that might be the fisherman. I don't know if you can actually drive down in the water. Kind of scared to chance it. I have lost this underneath the map. There's a place where you can get off the map. You can get off the map in this first one. Yeah, that's actually is a fishing boat that's kind of moving around the map. There is a duck over here as well, and I'm pretty sure there's a fish. But problem is with this one, and like I said, it's probably gonna be well over 100 splines because this one here is so big, and they show up as little dots when you're looking at them across the map. That's kind of hard to find the fish in this lake. That's why I went to the other one. I actually gonna try it. Oh, I can. All right. We'll a little unrealistic, but we'll use that to kind of look around the pond, see if we can find a fish in here. Cause I could have swore I seen one. Okay, that's the duck. There's the fighter jets and stuff again. I'm not seeing that fish even driving around underneath the water. Get up here a little bit closer, you can see. I mean, it's just awesome. So, to me, I mean, this is straight up the most live map there is right now in this game. I would love to see more people doing more. And like I said, if you know of a map that is, really feels alive and has a lot of stuff like this in it, I would love to see it. But I'm actually going to cut this video off probably here. I am going to be doing some testing sessions and stuff. Hopefully, and I should be doing the official release video for this map as well. So if you haven't already and you want to keep up this, be sure to sub up where you can see the videos as they're coming out and kind of keep up with its release. And I do upload a lot of games, a lot of videos and stuff like that. Me and my son just got through doing one on Forza 7. He's got heads up against me racing. So far I've won every division. So I don't want to stink it up too bad. But he's usually really good. If not, if he don't beat me at that game, he will beat me at NASCAR and stuff probably. My daughter's on hold on Cooking Simulator. Tyler is going way back as far as doing like the early Plants vs. Zombies. So he's supposed to be posting his pretty soon. But this is where I actually got off the map. You can actually drive off at and go off the map, which is pretty cool. I actually like that kind of stuff. I liked it on the first one. He's going to spin around. Like I said, they move pretty fast. I've seen these people. There's people everywhere. I mean, you don't have to worry about this map not feeling alive. Period. Because it's definitely going to do that. And like I said, you can see the look and the mix of the trees and everything. It's no solid. This is just one type of tree, type of deal. It's an amazing map. So it's just a little drive around look. Just want to show you some more of the new splines and stuff and kind of where he's at on his map. And to try to help generate interest, it is from JnJ Mods. I'll have their Facebook and their YouTube page in my description of my video. Hope you enjoy. I definitely did. I love his map, and I love getting to test it, and I can't wait to see what's next. Take care and have fun, everybody.